What's up guys, in this video I'm gonna show you a cool sound design tip that you can use for your UKG Chords. Ready? Let's go! Okay, so I have this E-piano sound that I wanna add some extra processing to. It sounds like this. By the way, the MIDI pattern used for this E-piano is from my sample pack called LÄMMERFYRs House Package Volume 1. If you want to check it out, you can go to the link in the description down below. This E-piano sound is coming from Labs. Labs is from Spitfire Audio. This is a free plugin where you can download a lot of sample-based instruments, and this just makes this electric piano sound. However, I want to add some extra grit to this E-piano sound, and I have one really cool plugin that can do this. If I go to FL Studio, I have routed my E-piano to my mixer track. So let's get this plugin up and running. It's called Kilohertz Bit Crush. It's also a free plugin. I think you have seen, if you've seen some of my other videos, you probably have seen some of the plugins from Kilohertz. They are so amazing. So basically what we're going to do to this E-piano sound is that we're just going to reduce the sample rate of the sound so it gets a little bit more gritty texture. So it sounds like this. So it gets this lo-fi kind of sound to it. Obviously, we can do some controlling, some sculpting of the sound by using this plugin. Firstly, we can adjust how much we want to reduce the sample rate. So it starts at 44.1 kilohertz, and then you can basically just reduce it until you have the desired sound that you want. And then you have some other controls here. I like to mess around with the bits. So if we just play the sound and then I'm going to reduce the bits and the sample rate altogether, and then you can maybe hear this more crossed sound. Right now it's beginning to introduce this noise, this digital noise to the E-piano, and according to what you want to get out of the sound, you can really get some gritty textures to your synths, to your E-piano, or whatever you want to smack this on. You can also use it on vocals. If you, for instance, want to really crush your sound, you can play around with this mix knob. So if we reduce the sample rate a lot, so maybe around 7,000. We can reduce the mix. So basically right now we're dialing back the effects and just pulling through more of the dry sound, the dry signal of the E-piano. And this is a great way if you're having a little bit of a too extreme effect from this bit crushing, you can just reduce the mix knob. I think it's really handy. So it's all a matter of just playing around with this. I really love adding bit crushing on my instruments. It just adds a really awesome vibe to my UKG tracks. Another cool trick, if you want to control that extra high end that the bit crushing is adding, you can pull up an EQ and do a low pass filter. So just cut away some of those maybe a little bit too harsh extra digital frequencies that are adding in the top. If you look at the meter when I play the sound, you can see what it's being added. So we can see like these two areas up here are a little bit, to my taste, a little bit too dominant. So I will just dial them back a little bit and control them a little bit more. And I just do that with a low pass filter for an EQ. And I think that's really handy. Okay, let's just mute the Bit Crusher plugin. It's okay, but I just want that like gritty, texture-rich sound instead. So let's just enable the plugin. Yeah, it's just adding really awesome textures to my sound, and yeah, I just love to use this plugin. Okay guys, that was it for this short video. I really hope it inspired you to use bit crushing more in your productions. I think it's a really cool effect that can add a lot of cool texture and character to your sound. If you like the video, it would mean so much to me if you smash that like button or even subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any future upload on the channel. If you want to support me even further, you can go to my web shop and check out some of my sample packs and preset packs. The link is in the description down below. I have also launched a Discord server where I want to gather a lot of producers and a place where you can talk about music production, share our track ideas, get feedback, provide feedback. Generally just a cool place to hang out and talk about music. You can join the Discord via the link in the description down below. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.